Maximinus Thrax. The name echoes through history. He was a giant of a man. He was born into obscurity, a world away from the power of Rome. His beginnings were humble. We don't know every detail, but fate, it seemed, had other plans. Maximinus found his calling in the Roman army. This wasn't a life of luxury, it was tough, brutal, but Maximinus thrived. He rose through the ranks. His strength and size, they say, were legendary. He became known as a tough, relentless soldier. He earned the respect of the men he commanded. The Roman Empire in the 3rd century was a dangerous place. Emperors rose and fell quickly. Severus Alexander, young and inexperienced, was one such ruler. He faced threats from within and outside the empire. His grip on power was slipping. In 235 AD, the legions under Maximinus had enough. They were camped near the Rhine River, a world away from the intrigue of Rome. They proclaimed Maximinus emperor. They murdered Severus Alexander. The Roman world was thrown into chaos. A giant had ascended the throne. Maximinus Thrax was a soldier's emperor. He understood the army. He knew its needs. His first act was to secure his position. He eliminated rivals. He rewarded those who supported him. The legions were his power base. He would keep them happy. The empire faced threats on multiple fronts. Germanic tribes raided across the Rhine. The Dacians and Sarmatians threatened the Danube frontier. Maximinus was a man of action. He wouldn't tolerate these incursions. He led his legions north. Maximinus was ruthless and effective. He campaigned against the Germanic tribes. He pushed them back across the Rhine. He earned the title Germanicus Maximus for his victories. He then turned his attention east. He fought the Dacians and Sarmatians. He secured the Danube frontier. He was a warrior emperor, a true son of Mars. Maximinus understood the army. He knew what kept it loyal. He doubled the pay for his soldiers. This pleased the legions, but it came at a cost. Taxes were increased across the empire. The burden fell heavily on the wealthy and the provinces. Resentment began to grow. The Senate back in Rome viewed Maximinus with suspicion. He was a rough soldier, not one of their own. He had never even set foot in Rome as emperor. They feared his power. They resented his policies. The seeds of rebellion were sown. Maximinus's reign also saw increased persecution of Christians. This wasn't unusual for the time, but it added to the unrest. The empire was becoming increasingly unstable. Maximinus was too busy fighting barbarians to see the storm brewing. In 238 AD, the situation reached a boiling point. A revolt erupted in Africa. It was led by Gordian I and his son, Gordian II. They declared themselves emperors. The Senate, eager to be rid of Maximinus, threw their support behind the Gordians. Maximinus acted swiftly. He marched his army from the Danube to Africa. He crushed the rebellion. The Gordians were dead, but the victory was short-lived. The Senate, sensing weakness, declared Maximinus an enemy of the state. They appointed 2 new emperors, Pupienus and Balbinus. Maximinus, enraged, marched on Rome. He reached the city of Aquileia in northern Italy, but his army was tired, restless. The Senate's propaganda had taken its toll. The legions, once loyal, turned on their emperor. Maximinus Thrax, the giant who had risen from humble beginnings, was assassinated by his own men. His reign, short and brutal, was over. The Roman Empire was plunged deeper into chaos.